Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting live. Today is March 1st, 2020. If you're new to my channel, head down there, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notifications when I'm live, and like and share my videos. So I'm trying to get this the iPad. Oh, there it goes. I was trying to get the iPad going. So that I could my golly, there we go. So that I could see comments at the same time, so that I don't have to keep scrolling through this screen. And, so I'll let some people get on. I will say right now, before more people join, hi Kim. I don't feel very well. So if I'm not my normal self in some kind of way, it's because I don't feel very well. And I don't feel like talking why I don't feel very well. Just know I'll live. But sewing is my outlet, so that's all I'm gonna do while I'm here. Hi Anna, hi Becca, hi Joe, hi Diane, hi Little B Cross, hey Sandy. So I'm not doing much today because, wait a second, I don't feel good. But I want to share some things before I get started on things. Oh, and we have a birthday girl in the house. Today is Kim's birthday. You know, if I know your guys' birthdays in advance, you guys can get 100% me shouting out happy birthday for you guys. I won't sing it, but if I know in advance when your birthdays are, you get a happy birthday if I'm live that day. Just remember that. So, hi, Lisa. So I would like to share with you guys something. I don't really want to share it because then I know you guys are going to want me to make it, but I was so excited that I made it that I have to share it, and I'll tell you in advance. It's super awesome. Oh my goodness, more names are popping up. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, so we got Judy, Rowena, Vicky, Yvonne, Teresa. All right, hi guys. So, hi Teresa. I designed a new bag, but this is why I didn't do it live, is because I had quite a few issues in designing it. So I have to kind of rewrite some of my disaster. So where did I stick it? I buried it. When I write patterns, this is how they work. And they go on a page and they get another page, and I write on the back, and I kind of just scribble as I go. This is just a mock-up, or a whatever you want to call it. It is a bag that I designed, and I'm naming it the miniature duffel bag purse. And you're going to see why in like 2 seconds, because this thing, even though there was a lot of finagling and making things work, like I said, I have to change some of what I wrote to make it work. And the only way you guys are going to be able to do it is templates, because I made paper templates, but I don't know how to make those paper templates on a PDF for you guys. So, but at least I figured something out, and I'm 100% proud of myself for doing it. So I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. Hold on, but I'm going to see who else is here. We got Sonut, first time, welcome. June, Nat, let's see. All right, okay, so I got you guys all so far. Ready to see this? I really, really, really had fun with it. And I'm gonna turn this one off because it is kind of bright. I made what I'm calling the miniature duffel bag purse. Bam! Look at this. It is a duffel bag purse. So there's the top. I did not put anything hard in the handles because I was just making this as a prototype / whatever for kind of learning. It's got sides. and it's got a bottom. So let me stick it on the table and I'll show you guys the whole entire thing. So give me 2 seconds to turn the camera around. So here's my little duffel. It's a miniature duffel bag purse. Let me try to do this slowly. I didn't put anything in the handles. Like I said, this is just a prototype, me messing around. So it's cute little owl fabric. It is 11 inches across by 5.5 inches tall. Like literally, it is tiny. See my hand to it. And it was really, really hard to make. But look, I figured out this whole zipper thing, guys. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself. So when we open it, let me come back just a little so I can open it. Yes, I'm trying to do this one-handed. See if I can't zip it. There we go. Come on. Come on. Seriously. Maybe if I did it right-handed. One hand. Okay, I'm setting you guys down. I can't do it with just one hand. All right. Here we go. So inside my little miniature duffel bag, you can see there's green polka dot lining. I did put some tags in it. Why? Because I got to start doing that on everything. And it has pockets on both sides, except these little pockets right here. And the one side is the striped fabric and one side is regular. There's 2 slip pockets on the one side. Okay. But this is where I got creative. On the other side, it looks like a slip pocket, but actually these are credit card slots. So you can put your driver's license or credit cards in these slots. I made them exactly to the size of a credit card standing up. And then the 2 sides, because my measurements were messed up, are like for like lipstick or chapstick. Because let's see if I can't get in there really close. It's kind of small on the end. So you can put like lipstick or chapstick on each end. You know, I mean, it is a miniature duffel bag. So why not put chapstick and credit cards and whatever else you want to throw in it? Isn't this the cutest thing, guys? Like, I'm so proud of myself for doing these ends, and it looks all nice and clean. And then the sides are the striped fabric that I chose, and they go all in the same direction, as you can see. Same direction. Same direction. So I totally had so much fun making this little wonderful thing. So again, it's like 5.5 inches tall by 11 inches wide or long, 11 inches long, but I think it's 4.5 inches wide. Let's see. 1, 2, it's 4 inches wide. I knew it was something like that. So yes, I had so much fun making this, but my struggle was in the inside of the bag. So yeah, that's what I made. And look, no raw edge. I actually did really good. Figured it out. So there's that. Let me turn the camera back around. So yeah, in my midst of making this, I learned quite a few things, but it's so small. It's like, you know, it's the cutest little thing. I had fun. And it has slight quilting on it, but that was just because I didn't know if, remember that stuff I got at a moving sale and it had some iron-on flannel, or yeah, flannel. I didn't know if that was going, because it's old. It was probably old. I didn't know if it was going to hold being washed. So I quilted, you know, just a couple lines, and they're equal with both sides. So just to keep it from falling apart, you know, or separating because it was older. So isn't that just cute? Cute. I had so much fun. And this flower kind of lined it up perfect. It's kind of cool. So there's that. That was what I wanted to share. Let's see. Where was we? Hey, Suburban. Hi, Vivian. Please show some love. Okay, I saw that. Thanks, Dan, for the reminder. Cute. All right, let's see. Who else do we got here? Anybody else that I didn't say before I get started on today? Hi, Jackie. Impressed because I'm actually getting notifications today. Well, hopefully all of you guys got your notification and or just knew that it was coming on around 5. So it's not far into 5 either. All right, so I'm going to, while I'm live, I'm just going to face the camera down and you guys can just watch me cut this black fabric. I need to put the borders on this. I ran out of ink in the stupid pen. So please don't ever buy Singer permanent fabric marker because it sucks. It already ran out of ink. So, and I only am like 25 or so squares in. So I need to border these with black now. I need to get something done at least while I'm in here. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I had to cut to get, I made 44 blocks or 54 blocks in total, just in case. So T, if you see this later, I made extra blocks just in case. So I needed at 3.5 yards of fabric to go around 54 blocks. So I'm just going to turn this down there and you guys can just watch me cut for a minute. So I folded my fabric. I'm literally cutting bazillions of layers. I folded it in half and then in half and then, yeah. So I have it fitting on my table and I've already cut my edge and made that nice and straight. And that's as far as I got before going live. So now I'm just going to cut 2.5-inch strips. So I'm going to have to adjust this over because I don't have room for my big old 8.5-inch ruler right here to cut 2.5-inch strips. Which is cool about this ruler, I barely have to hold anything. And I'm blocking my own light cutting with black fabric on black lines. How many of you have issues with the black lines on rulers cutting black fabric? I use so much black fabric. So I need to see these black lines, but unfortunately you can't. And that's why I have my pink one, but my pink one is, it slips. So that's the kind of sucky part. Oh, did we have a troll already, guys? Spiceberg put troll alert. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can't remove it. Remove. All right. So I'm just going to cut 2.5-inch strips to go all the way around. I need to cut for, where was I at? I need to cut for 54 blocks. What was it? 47 strips or 46 strips, which is 3.5 yards. So, and to get that number, I took my calculator and took 2.5 times or divided by, what did I do? I don't know. I just 2.5-inch strips, 40 something strips. I knew I needed that times 2.5, and that gave me my yardage. I knew I was saying something right. Okay. Hi, Chris. I don't need any sewing supplies this month. Sewing and quilting expos nearby. I've missed the last several years. Oh, interesting. I've never been to any of those kind of things. Just the shows locally. Someday I'll be able to go to stuff that's not here. But we'll see. It all depends. I think I'm cutting through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers. So, I mean, I don't recommend it for everybody, but I'm getting quite a few strips at a time this way. And I don't have to make as many cuts folding it up like this. I just have to make sure I can see that darn black line. Hi, Quilting for the Soul. All right. Well, there's some more. And I know it looks crooked, but I'm actually not straight on my mat. Just in case you guys were wondering. It's kind of sitting crooked when I pulled it out of the way for the be able to have room for my 8.5-inch ruler. All right. Hi, T. I don't have a fabulous data plan. Hi, Sinead. So for those just joining, I'm just cutting my borders all at once for the block swap. And if you don't know what the block swap is, it's with T Quilts, who's in the chat right now. We made 50 blocks. That'll get swapped with 50 people. And then you'll get 50 blocks from 50 different people back. If you've never joined a swap, this is the only one I'm doing this year. I was going to do others, but like I've said in other videos, with my own channel, it's kind of hard to do more than one type, thing with other channels. But I'm having fun with it, and it gives me something to do when I have nothing else better to do. And for those that just joined, I'll re-show my bag that I made that I'm very proud of momentarily. Because, yeah, I think I had really so much fun with it. I just got to hope that I can get that pattern written properly so that everything is exact. So many strips. So many strips. If you ever have to cut like your own jelly roll worth of strips, this is like the easiest way to do it. Folding the fabric up like this, cutting multiple at a time. Or layering all the fat jelly, colors that you want for your jelly roll. I'm out of the camera screen now. There was a tip on Quilt Bonnie's website about slipping rulers. Place 3mm next care flexible clear tape on the wrong side of the ruler. You'll be able to see through it and it won't slip. Yeah, I know that. I have that on quite a few of my square rulers. And then my fussy cutting rulers have hot glue gun on them. And then this is a non-slip ruler that Teresa got me. And that I use now all the time. Because you don't really need that much pressure on this ruler. Just need a nice sharp blade. Okay, T, we'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for joining. All right. So I'm getting almost towards the end. Cutting strips. And I can just start subcutting some and just start sewing them on. Because I'm going to just do it that way. By subcutting and sewing on. Just so that it's a little easier for me. Normally I chain piece, but I don't want to have to sit and snip every single one of them apart either. Oh, these strips got a little on the wonky side. If that ever happens, just reline your ruler up and trim off that wonkiness. Sometimes it happens. I just make a big mess doing so. Oops. And all my fabric is pressed before doing this too, so it makes it so much easier. And with my new iron, it went pretty darn quick. And I didn't have a cord dragging on anything, which was kind of cool. I'm liking not having a cord. I had to move my iron though up onto a different area so that it's not on the ironing board, so that I can actually iron yardage. And this one got funky too right there at the end. I must not be paying attention right now. That, my friends, is fabric shredding. Just to make it nice. All right. Last piece to cut. I'm only going to get 2 strips out of this. And it's kind of wonky. Just kind of barely wonky. Okay. There's that. So this ruler can get put away. And now I can grab a different ruler and cut. Oops, this one's not reloading. Hold on. I hope I'm not buffering someone else, because I'm buffering for myself. All right. So now I'm going to stack all these out of the way. And I'm just going to grab a couple at a time. And then subcut them into 10.5-inch pieces. And then subcut some other ones into 14.5, and I'll just do a little bit at a time. No buffering, no buffering. Why am I buffering? Could be because I'm trying to use 2 different things on my own internet at the same time, but who knows? Let's try this again. I would like to see comments. All right, so now I'm subcutting. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this ruler for it. Slide everything beyond the line for the selvage, so I can cut all the selvages off at the same exact time. Everything is nicely lined up. Oh, and look, I don't even... Oh, yeah. No comments. Go figure. Hi, Kelly. Official Ramen, hello. Robin, hello. Sharon, hello. Sorry if I missed your name. I'm trying to catch up on all of them. Okay. So now I'm going to chop all my selvages off at the same exact time. Using this ruler now, which does slip, so I have to be super duper careful. All right. I'm going to come over to 10.5 inches, which would be right here at 11.5, because I'm kind of one over. Line it up and cut. So here is a stack of 10.5-inch ones already. Look at that quick. And 10.5 is right here on my 22. I'll just turn it this way, line it up. And see, I actually save all these. I don't know about you guys, but I save all these little end pieces. Why? Because I can. And I'll just iron them another time so that they're open so I can use them. Okay. So here's a whole stack so far of 10.5s. And now I need to cut some 14.5s. Put it this way. I'm doing 52 blocks. Each block takes 2 10.5-inch squares and 2 10.5-inch strips and 2 14.5-inch strips. I can get 4 10.5-inch pieces from one strip and 3 14.5-inch pieces from one strip, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. And then I just, that means I can get a couple blocks, at least a block and a half from my 14.5-inch pieces. So I needed more of those Then I did my 10.5s. Every 2 pieces does 3 blocks, I think. All right, so let's do some 14.5s, which that ruler is not big enough. Oh, let's see. 14.5. And everything should line up, even though I'm pre-cutting everything. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 14.5. Okay, so that, and then I'm going to open the strip to get the rest. So this is the fun part. Hopefully there's 14.5 here. Yep. I knew I'll get 3 from each strip. If I can just line all these up. I need to press all these down real quick though. In a quick hurry. So while the iron heats up, I'm just gonna take all these to it. And then I'm gonna cut some more from some other pieces for now. Let me move these out of the way and grab some more. Cut off salvage. Come over to 14.5. Turn that ruler sideways. Okay, so I'll put these in my stack. And then these I'll open and I'm going to take them over and press them. And I'll take you guys with me. I just want to press the fold out so I get a more accurate cut. You just hang out right there for a second, and I can't see comments because I'm not near the other screen. I probably should just like, oh, and I looked at the book, and this iron does not say how long it stays on for. So, or stays hot, you know. I think it just fades out on its own. So I'll charge it for 2 seconds. Or heat it back up, or I don't even know what that base really does, but it does something. And I'll stack all these over at the cutting area a little bit better than what I'm doing here at the iron. Hi, Misty. Tiffany, you look at the book. Yes, I looked at the book. It doesn't say. My mother-in-law and Scott both read over it, and we cannot find how long this thing stays on for when it's not on the base. Okay. So here's enough cuts so far to start my first blocks once I get these trimmed. I'm just going to trim these real quick. I'll line them all up. And try not to cut myself. Thank you, Anna. It was a gift from Teresa. And I have thanked her plenty. Well, not plenty, honestly. There's no way to actually super duper thank somebody when I can't reach out and touch you guys, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. You really know when you send me something that I am super thankful. She said it was time to retire, Squeak. And I had thrown away an iron, and I didn't even remember telling anybody that I threw away an iron into the trash. So, yeah. I think I'm putting an equal amount on both these stacks, but whatever. All right, hopefully I get 14.5 from all of this. I'm going to carefully straighten up the one side so that they're all equal, like literally barely cutting anything. But I just want them to be perfectly straight and aligned. And I have a mess on my floor. All right, 14 and a half. Look at that, you guys. It's literally right. So you get 3. If you cut your selvages off just right at those edges and your fabric is 44 inch, you literally get the whole 3 pieces per when you got to cut that number. So there we have it. And I'm going to turn this over here so I can start some sewing. I put black thread in. I'm also going to go grab the bag real quick and re-show those that are just joining. My miniature duffel bag purse. Isn't it so adorable? Hi, MJ. So there's that. And like I said, this is just a prototype. You know, me making sure that everything was cool and working correctly. And inside has the green, and it has 2 slip pocket, you know, on this side. And then this side has the pockets for credit cards, which I don't have any in here because I put everything away when I was making the bag. And then on the far sides can put chapstick or something in those pockets. I know it's hard to see, but, and it's cool how this pocket's centered right there. And that was just by accident. I wasn't actually purposely trying to do that. So that was kind of cool. And then the inside of these on all the pockets are the striped fabric, which is on the bottom, and it all goes the same direction. So I was being very creative with this, and it's my first time ever getting a zipper with zipper tabs perfect on the ends. Like I just can't believe I did that. That's all me. So yeah, there's that. Okay. So let's get some sewing done. I'll come close for you guys today. I don't think I have an equal stack amount here, but oh well. It'd be nice to have some blocks though next to me. I love that bag. Can I buy a pattern when it's done? It depends on if I can rewrite it just right and put it on PDF. I need to be able to put it on a PDF. We'll start with the ones that have my name written on them. Get those done. And I should plug my phone in for sake of not killing it out, just in case. All right, stay. There we go. Okay, guys. Yes, it is a very cute bag. Now I just need to readjust everything pattern-wise and rewrite it in hopes that I can write it in a manner of following by direction, if that makes any sense. So, alrighty. So I'm going to start with my 10.5 inch. I'm just going to stick them right here. What I'm going to do is one block at a time. I will put my 10.5 inch piece on one side, and then I'll do all these in chain piecing, and then I'll come around and do the bottoms, and then I'm going to press them and sew on the sides. So I'm going to try to see how many I can get out of these. Excuse me. Yes, and I've been wearing my masks. But when I'm live, I want you guys to see my face and my mouth, and it's easier to see my reactions, I guess. Oh, and I switched to black thread because I'm using black. I actually prefer using black thread when I'm using black. Oh, thank you. I don't know how anybody else is, but sometimes I have to use white, but if I can change it out, I will. Oh, man, I feel another sneeze coming and I'm trying to hold back. They're here, or at least they were. I don't know if they went home yet, because I can't hear out there, but they were here playing outside. That way I was able to do this and not have any distractions. Oh, yeah. Squeak, your dogs hated him. Yes, he was very, very hated. Did you look? Okay, I already read that. The black strips are sashing. I guess they're sashing. When I get my blocks back, I'm probably going to sash them when I build the quilt. So, but this isn't going to be for quite a long while. Oh, kids are still here. You could probably hear them yelling in the background. I'll still use Squeak, but I'll probably use Squeak outside. Just finished making 12 tote bags from plastic feed sacks, birdies, cows, and chickens. Oh my. I really like the bag. Can't wait for the tutorial pattern. I'm sure we can persuade her to do a tutorial. I can do a tutorial. Like I said, I just need to adjust some of the numbers like thoroughly. And maybe even if I don't get a PDF, I could show you guys how to create the sides, because they are curves, but there was a magic number that I had to create to get to that curve. So once I adjust all the little things, then I can teach it. Probably be a while because I have a lot of other things I need to get to, but this one was one of the ones that's been sitting waiting for me to do it and cut out and stuff. So I needed to just get it done. And finally I had stuff to use on the inside because I didn't want to use the, and it's a good thing I didn't use the more heavier foam on the inside, because that would have made the bag really, really hard to pull through the hole, like really, really hard, because it was already hard enough to pull through the hole. And I had the hole almost the whole size of the bottom. So I can imagine trying to do something like that in vinyl. That would have been hard. My distraction is my puppy. Every time I start to sew, he wants to play. Hi, Jim. I didn't see you there. I'm so happy you didn't throw him away. Is the best part. Yeah, he's going to probably be the permanent outdoor one. That's where it was for the longest time. I had Squeak in the garage for when because I always press quilts before I long arm them, you know. I'll pull it right here some. So my starch and everything is out there for starching and pressing quilts before long arming. And I usually use my big ironing board. So yeah, I'll have to keep it out there and just use it when I'm out there. It's probably not as loud anyway when I prep a quilt. And if I did it on a live feed, then it won't be as loud to press it while I'm out there. And there's no right or wrong side, by the way. A black fabric right here. So if you guys don't see me flipping or turning, both sides look exactly the same. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, when I get my blocks back, my 50 blocks from everyone else, or however many people actually joined, I'm going to sash them myself with sashing. So they'll just be big, huge blocks, and I'll make a big, huge quilt. There's only 50, so it's 5 across by 5 down. All right, so like 3 more blocks, and then I'll start adding the bottoms and see how many strips I'm at. I've lost 4 pounds in the last couple days, and it doesn't seem like much, but because I'm super duper skinny and the doctor has me trying to keep my weight up, you know, above 120, I'm now 117 and I was 122. It really takes a toll on my body when I lose too much weight. So it's definitely, my body feels it. All right. Just a couple more. So yeah, I'm feeling kind of, I keep getting dizzy and woozy, but then that could be other things too, but the weight might not have anything to do with it. This makes me feel different, I guess. It kind of makes me feel like I can feel my own blood pressure being way too low or something, you know? Like my body is just slagging. And there's probably reasons for it, but my dog trying not to bother me when sewing unless they need out. Prince Rigby belonged to my son in California. Couldn't take care of him, so I'm going to see him. Okay. Girls left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a minute ago.
Right now he's whining. He wants popcorn. Doggy's eating popcorn. That's cute.
I might eat popcorn later when we get back. That
My pets need fed, some meds. Be right back. Okay, Suburban. Off to dinner. Gotta go. All right, Kelly.
Tiffany,
huh?
You can think of?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay. You ready to go?
Keeps me busy. I'll give you some of my weight. You know, I wish it worked that way because it's a struggle to keep my weight up because when I get too low, then it just drops and I end up really anorexic looking. And not just looking, I feel that way, unfortunately. It really sucks. It's the bad part about having all the problems that I do. An inability to gain weight. So I have to keep it a certain weight and I have to stay above 120. That's my doctor's orders. Because when I get below, I end up getting like way below. Like the last time I lost way too much weight, I was like 96 or 97 pounds and my whole face sucks up and I look horrible. I look really gross. Yeah. I can share. Tiffany, I know you have said it many times. I haven't paid attention, but what model is your Juki? I have even seen computerized Jukis and thought they were only straight stitch. I think the computerized ones are not. This is the Juki TL 2010Q. It is a straight stitch only machine, but it's a really nice machine. I like this one. Unlike my brother, which those of you who wanted to know about the brother, I will get to it real soon. I have to make a tag for a quilt. I got some of my room cleaned, so as soon as I get a little bit more situated, then I can put the machine up here and make the video. So I'm not going to do it as a live feed. I'm just going to actually make a video and edit it. I have 3 more blocks on my lap, so maybe I can get all of them. If not, I can cut more pieces. It's cool that they're all the right exact size. I don't have to pin anything. It's great. I feel like a big cough coming on too right now. And if it happens, I'm sorry in advance. I know of anything my grandson. You just got over being sick, so hopefully it won't. Yeah. Can you eat ice cream? Nope, cannot have ice cream. No milk products, even though I do eat cheese and stuff. I take a pill, but regular solid milk, like real milk, ice cream, yogurt, and blended cheeses, I can't have. Those really mess me up. Really mess me up. So. But for any other products that have like milk in it, like if I have my eggs scrambled, like a light scramble or a soft scramble is what it's called, that's scrambled with milk in it, but just like a drop of milk, it just kind of foams it up a little bit more for a soft scramble, and that's the way I like my eggs. I still have to take a pill or my stomach will literally hate me for the whole day. Sorry I try to stay away from milk products. All right, last one in this pile. I'm gonna turn them all around and get the other sides. Well, as many as I can get with what's left in my stack. Enough about me. How's everybody out there doing? I will read the comments in 2 seconds. My dogs love anything. My grandsons. My daughter has weight issues. Also been underweight her whole life. Yeah, I've had issues. I was more overweight a couple years ago, but once I lost all that weight and never got it back, it like 100% never comes back. But then I developed the stomach disorder, so that's why having stomach disorders really suck. My wife thinks she waiting patiently gets on my hubby. Hi, Chris. Welcome back, June. Eat carbs, send me lots of pasta, potatoes, rice, and bread. I do. Trust me, I do. Lots of carbs. My favorite thing is fried potatoes. I told you that on Christmas, guys. When I made Christmas dinner, we had fried potatoes with it. Like, who eats fried potatoes with those with enchiladas? Me. Trust me, I ate lots of potato type meals, and lots of rice, lots and lots of rice. And I eat my vegetables and fruit and all that stuff too. But I just had rice and broccoli a little bit ago. There's more than one June here. One of your dogs loves vegetables and fruits. I know a dog that likes carrots, that he'll just gnaw on carrots. My hubby is asking to go out now. I had a horse that ate bologna and pickles. Interesting combo, Jim. Wow. Future tuber. Get a new one. Get a new one what? I don't know. Ready to bury my oldest granddog yesterday. Bless her, she was a 14-year-old boxer. And just watching you now, hands cramping. Can't wait. I'm in trouble with the diabetic nurse. That sucks. Sorry, Chris. Dog's past. Nothing but bad thing. So sorry. Why, June? Our Misty was just crushed. She just turned 18 for his 5th birthday. I love fried potatoes. My husband calls me a spud butt. That's funny, Teresa. The dogs will eat anything. It's never easy, sure. For sure, hon, their family. Thanks, everyone. Sugar, too. Hi, always. I don't eat much sugary products unless you count my junk food, but my junk food is a sporadic thing. Most of my snacks or junk food is like I eat oh my god, why isn't the word coming to me? Ginger cookies. I love ginger cookies, or oatmeal cookies, or things like that. I know you put sugar in them to make them, but I like things like that. I don't know. I don't eat much cake or anything and stuff like that anymore. Most of that stuff makes my stomach hurt. I loved brownies, and now I can't even eat brownies anymore because they make my stomach hurt. I have a really picky belly. It hates me. Yes, I drink a lot of water. You guys all should drink lots and lots of water. Very healthy. Very, very healthy. Hi, Sue. In Idaho. So there you go. Lots of potatoes, right? Him's Irish. My blood type is potato. How funny. So is anybody getting some sewing done today? So Sunday. Sit down for an hour and sew. You know, you don't even have to sew for an hour. You can sew for 15 minutes. You can sew for 20. Sunday has always been the most laziest day in America. You go to church, you come home and you sit around and do nothing, you know? So why not sew? Get some of that stuff done that you've been neglecting. Clean up your quilting spaces. Sew some scraps together. Finish some blocks you're working on. Make the back to the quilt that you've been neglecting for a while, which is something I need to do. I chose what backing I want for a quilt, and then I just got to make it, which I was going to do in a video so that you guys can see how to make quilt backing for those that are new to quilting. And I was going to do that, but then I decided to do this because there's more of these blocks than there is of quilt back. So I figured I'd just do this instead. Well, after the meds kick in and I can sit, awesome. Let's see, back hurts, June saw your head out. No battle, sugar, it's everywhere, and then everything turns to sugar, and all. But did some cross stitch quite earlier today. Awesome, Misty, cross stitching. Sandy is trying to fix go out the sheds. I can hear you guys, but I can't comment. Okay, Sandy, that's fine. My mom and I had a quilting bee today at her house, just the two of us. Aw, that's awesome. Yes, I can't remember. Hi, Shelly. Okay, I already read that one. I'm working on my growth chart for my granddaughter. It's a quilt one. Oh, that's cool. Everyone be sure to hit the like button. There's 62 of us and only 18 so far. Thank you for the reminder, Misty. Working on a design for a quilting a quilt. I think I'm getting ready to get started. Awesome, Teresa. Oh my God, these going fast now. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's June for June. Getting by. A friend who recently lost her husband and I agreed that we are trying to find a new us. Everything is still packed up for quilting for the soul. Why? Doesn't that suck? Mine's still a disaster in here. Did you spot wash the Dresden, Deborah? No, I haven't got to it yet. I just folded it up and threw it out of the way when I was cleaning because I don't have any Dawn dish soap. So I was going to go to my neighbor's house because he has all sorts of, whatever you think of, he probably has it. So if he has the Blue Dawn dish soap, I'm going to use that because we don't use the Blue Dawn dish soap and I don't use any antibacterial soaps because of my hands. So I haven't washed it yet. Kim, when she finishes her Dresden, she's digging out batting scraps and flannel to start her rag quilt. Working on repairing a 1934 hexie quilt. All the hexies are 3/4 inch. You're totally crazy. Yeah, Joe, you're crazy. They're crazy. You're super crazy. That's like very small. Very, very small. Hemming some napkins. Ooh, I sewed some flying geese today for Dutchman's puzzle for your husband. Jim needs to work on cleaning and organizing. Then you get to cleaning and organizing. I'm trying to clean. I kind of came up with a stupid plan. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but if I can get the boys to help, I kind of want to move all my shelves in this whole room to one wall, move that lower cupboard thing over behind me that's low, and then put these things in the bottom of the closet, all these tubs and stuff, and then that way I can hang the quilt elsewhere and make myself a design wall because I'm kind of slacking in that. And when I make videos, I kind of like to be able to hang it up, but I can't put weight on the quilt that's hanging there, my birthday quilt, because then it'll just pull down. It's on really cheesy dollar store hooks, so they don't stay very well to the thing that it's hanging on. So if I add more quilt blocks to it, I can use that as the design wall, then it'll just fall down and make a disaster, more disaster in my room. But Scott's going to say, don't move it around. It's fine the way it is. But since I was in the whole cleaning and dusting this room mode, I kind of was like thinking, maybe I should just move it around, make everything easier to find with all the fabric on one wall. Since now my shelves, since I finished with the cleaning of the fabric, the only shelf that has room to put any fabric is my solids. The rest of the shelves are completely packed. I can't even push it to the side to pull one out now. That's how fat, tight I shoved them all in there. Where was I? Okay, so I need to work. I saw that. So funny. Saw that. Hemming napkins. Saw that. Okay. I like you, Tiff. My mom is my best friend. Aw. My mom is sometimes my best friend. Just kidding. She's my mom. I tried to call her today so that I could show her in video chat the purse I made. I was so excited, but she wasn't there. She was busy. Diane, true, but I think it's so expensive. Kim to like the video drop. Drop the chat window. Yeah. Okay. So people that don't know, I'm going to just turn this so you could see yourself, see me. All right. Let's see if I can't get that screen right here. Underneath the chat, see this little X right here for those that are new? See if I can't look in the screen. See? And then you can go over and like and dislike if you need, if you must, if you think it's the right thing to do. And then you can go back to the chat. You can share and what's that last one? And you can also save, but I don't think you really need these last 3 buttons, honestly. Just go back to the live chat. You just press the button that says live chat and it brings the chat back up just like that. So it's really simple. If you're on an Android or whatever, or iPad, it's all the same. It's just a little X. So, and then you can just go back to the chat. Oops. If I can hit it with, there we go. So that's how it works. That's it. So if you haven't hit that like button and you need to know how while the live feed is on, that's how it works. Robbie, hi Robbie, I'm cutting strips for hubby's quilt. Ooh, Sharon, I know what you mean. I have a point between the thumb and the rest of the fingers. Hand locks up, no warning, joint disintegrated. That doesn't sound very nice, Yvonne. Good luck, Joe. Sounds like a nightmare. What's a Dutchman's puzzle? I've actually done the Dutchman's puzzle block. It's where you take 2 flying geese facing up 1, 2 flying, and you're making a 4 patch essentially. 4 patch with 2 flying geese facing the same way up. Then the next 4 patches, your 2 flying geese facing out. The next 4 patch down below that is 2 facing down, and the next to the side, which is below the first, is 2 facing the opposite way. So they spin in a circle, up, over, down, over. That's called Dutchman's puzzle. Ask me how I know. Oh, wait, I just made one. And that's what that block is. It actually makes quite the statement if you put a lot of them together. Let's see, I know you're watching. I just switched to. I'm trying to finish the quilt doodles block of the month quilt. I'm behind. We all get behind, but as long as you get up and do something every single day, or once a week, or twice a week, whenever you get a chance, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, and or that hour every Sunday, push through, you'll have it done in no time. Exactly right on the side. Scott will tell you that because he doesn't want to fool with it. What will Scott tell me? I'm lost, Teresa. Did I say something? Sounds like you don't need any more fabric for a while. I still need fabric. It's just like if I put it all together in one area, and they were all stacked on the same bulky looking things, there's actually not much. Not that saying that I need a ton more, but it's always nice, when I make a quilt and I can go to a shelf, and this is the good part about having enough to choose from, is I can go to the shelf and say, oh my goodness, I'm glad to have 1.5 yards of that because that's what I need for the borders. You know what I mean? So it's good to know that it's there and I have somewhat of a choice, but there are plenty of times now that I have made something and I needed a border and I didn't have anything that goes with it, or even, and it wasn't a scrappy quilt, so I needed something else. And then Scott would get mad, why do you need another yard or something? I just bought you this, or, you know, and then I'm like, because I need it for this quilt so that I could finish it. And oh, okay. Cause you know, I don't want it to see it sitting on your shelf, but nobody understands it being on the shelf helps you when you do make something, decide what you want to use with it. You know what I mean? So that's the good part about having a little bit of a choice, but there's not that much of a choice. I should put it back in order though, the way I had it with stripes and, you know, polka dots with polka dots and flowers with flowers. I do have all my big kid prints and novelty prints all on one shelf, so that's easier to find. Everything else now, I've kind of just been shoving it over there. I haven't been too worried about making sure it's in order, which I should though, because every once in a while I go, where did that stripe fabric go? And then I have to dig through every single one till I find it. Oops, no, don't do that. Stop. Right there. What the heck is wrong here? There we go. It wasn't grabbing. Do I have a lot of fabric? Yes. Do I have enough? No. I make so many quilts, guys. It goes quick. But that's what yard sales and thrift stores and garage sales and moving sales and looking online all the time helps me with, so that I can keep my stash replenished. And you're probably talking about the shelves. Yes, Scott will probably tell me that he doesn't want to mess with it. Exactly. Now that I just remembered. It took a second for me to remember. It's finding getting harder. Doesn't mean cards. You choose the limit. You have me on methotrexate for my eyes. It seems to be helping the other issues as well. Interesting. Be right back. Dog duty. And worse right hand pain. Checks. Yikes. Thank you for explaining Dutchman puzzle. I would show you, but it's probably buried, and that means I would have to dig through everything to find it to show you guys. You know. Help opiates don't must relax it. Both flexor I did already. I was 160 pounds and 4 shots a day. Now I'm 110. Feel better. That sugar's down. That's good, Vicky. Greener pastures. Hello. I'm a fabricaholic. Never enough fabric. Exactly. Too tired to get up. Wow, Vicky, that's great. My blood sugars run low in the evening. Praise God. You snack then. I always need fabric. I'm a fabricaholic as well. I'm just a quiltaholic, honestly. I just like to make quilts so much that I require all the fabric to keep making until, you know, until I can't make no more. And it's nice that I have all the smaller pieces that I have too from, you know, getting stuff from yard sales and scraps and so on, because that helps me make other projects. Yeah, that's, I have no idea. Oh, it's because of all those seams. Aha, figured something out. I'm going to go over this again real quick. My 1/4 inch seam was not a 1/4 inch seam because the fabric underneath was so tiny and skinny that it was hitting the other line, and the actual presser foot was pushing it over. Oh my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get 2 more out of all this. Carb counting is better alternative. Just want to keep sewing around. Oh, I can hear my kitty cat meowing. And you keep seeing me do this. It's because of the dust in here, by the way, guys. The fabric dust or thread dust. It's starting to get annoying. Never had enough fabric. Probably I'll be asking the same thing when I needed a certain fabric for a quilt. Trying to keep up with the comments as I go. So now I need to press all these and add some of the outer ones. I could probably also have 2 more left that need the 10.5, but I'm going to place those. I'll just throw them over there anyway and iron them. Let me read all this real quick first, and then I'll cars, what you think, fruits and veggies, my best friends. An antique shop, goes to a lot of estate sales, brings me the fabric and pick of linens. I'm spoiled, so I'm gonna share. That's pretty darn awesome. Need to dog my dogs and cats. Kill this and no kill. I'm good. Chance the right thing. My problem is I buy fat quarters, not good for much, but I starting to really enjoy hand applique, so that's going to be my focus. That's pretty cool. Sharon started making tote bags because the grocery stores here charge for the bags and the cloth bags are sturdier. Exactly. I was going to make a couple because Scott goes to the store every week, you know, on Sundays. So I was thinking about making him some cool manly type bags to go to the store with, because I don't shop. He shops, not me. If I go to the store, I end up buying all the things that I shouldn't be having or buying. So I only go to the store when I really absolutely have to. He does the shopping. Keeps us on budget too. All right. That's the allergies. Yeah, exactly. Blessed for sure. We have plans to make quilts for grants. I will never use it all. Many as well. Spread the love. All right, let's take this over to iron. Got to turn it on. See, here's my new iron. So I have it sitting up here on this, where my calendar is. And see, it just turns on with these buttons on here. Oops, is the camera seeing that? Oh, there it is right there. I have to make sure I can see it. And that one has the steam and that has the water. I actually never use the water sprayer on irons. I don't know why I don't. I just don't. Okay. So I'm going to turn this down so you guys can just watch me press these. Move that over. Oops, I brought the 14.5s with me. This is my husband going to the store for me. Everyone here is a rescue. All right, I'm going to move this over there. I can see it better. Get that iron to go on. I'm just going to press these back and do every single one of them so that way they're ready to be put some more light on in here. That way they're ready for me to put the next piece on. Wish my husband would go do the shopping. Scott does it because I get tired really easy, you know, and then I buy the things I'm not supposed to. Just get worn out while I'm at the store, and then I come home and I don't even want to eat and I don't even want to do anything. And so he does it so that I don't have to, you know, have any problems of doing things that I shouldn't be doing, like buying the things that I shouldn't, and or getting worn out and tired and, you know, things like that. So now it looks kind of weird because it just has the two sides, you know. All right, I gotta throw these out of the way once they're finished being ironed. So they're like perfect size though. These blocks are so cool. I love my blocks. Sad to get rid of them, but somebody else will get them. I'm also pressing them towards the dark, which would be my black piece. It's me too, Tiff. Just driving there wears me out. Well, I don't drive much, especially when it gets dark outside, because it blinds me. First time I took cloth bags to the store to buy groceries was totally didn't know what to do with them. That's funny. Scott usually bags his own groceries. We get fuel points when we bring our own bags and bag our groceries. Been on steroids for your hip and lungs, so I have gained weight and blood pressures are up now. Oh, that sucks. So I gotta add steam to some of these because the pieces are so tiny. Kind of using my fingers to just push them back, make it quicker to iron. People who like move and can't have pets. Let's see, I'm gonna leave it off for the next one. Let's hold it off. Do this next one. See how many I can do before it doesn't feel hot anymore. Probably won't be able to do all these with the amount of 14.5-inch strips, but I can get the most of everything done. I did tell you guys I would show you how it's done, even though I did do that and say that in an Insomniac video, but still feels hot. Feels like it's cooling down a little though. Nope, sounds like they're back from the store. At least it sounds like it. Not sure though. Let's see how many more I could do. Starting to feel cooler. It's taking a little bit more from the iron with the steam to heat it back up to keep going. I don't know how many I've done so far, unless you guys are counting how many blocks I've been able to press, but I think it needs to go back on there now because it's definitely not as hot. All right. So that was like six or seven blocks with the iron off of the thingy. So that's pretty good. Oh yeah, it's blinking. It's saying, keep me back up. Bye, Suburban. We'll see you next time. Make a change in there for better. Robbie has 8 grandkids. Wow. June needs a hip replacement, but have to jump through some hoops, and the 8. Then 8 have COPD. Never know. Hey. Talking to Diane. I think it's out of heat that quick on that round. Okay. Quite a few more to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left to do. That's not bad. It's staying hot for a couple blocks. So I guess that's worth it. I'm not saying it wasn't worth it because I didn't pay for it, but that's worth the for somebody who has these, if it does quite a few blocks. So you could probably do half square triangles, at least like 20 of them before you need to put it back on the thing, if you're quick with it, you know. I'm not sure how that charging system works in the iron to stay hot. All right, 2 more left to press, and then I can go sew the other pieces on. Hi, Andrea. Scissors on the hip and shoulder, and then I'll start it with my neck. Okay. Now, I don't know how many pieces I will be able to get on, but we will see. Let's go back over to the sewing machine. So now for the 14.5-inch pieces, which should fit on exactly. Yes, they do look good with the black border. Yeah, let me attach the 2 sides now, and then I'll undo it and show you guys. So we'll just do 1 block real quick. Oh, let me put these on this side. Probably be easier. So see, this should fit exactly. Okay, when you do these, I didn't want to have to because sometimes when I string piece whatever, I just take the whole strip and then I add the next, add 3 pieces or 4 pieces or however many I can add to 1 strip. Sometimes it's actually better to just pre-cut all the strips to the size that you need, and everything comes together perfectly. Okay, so let me turn this around, and then I'll press it real quick because the iron is still on, and show you guys what it looks like so far. And I'm also holding the ends, even though they line right up, I'm just holding them. It's like my finger pin. Okay. Here's one, black all the way around it. Push you back. Probably make it easier to hold it up, the whole thing. So there's one. Let me do another one. And for those that are wondering, that are new to quilting, don't know, I'm actually using my knee lift on my machine, even though I'm not really sitting in my chair properly for it, but that's why you don't see me lifting my presser foot. Next, I got thread everywhere. There's another one. This one's really cool because the strips that come down right here like that are sideways. Looks really awesome. I think mine are some mighty fine messy blocks. I'll hold it back again. So let's do another one. Things you can do with scraps, you know? And the things that you can make and put together. Press this one. Let me hold it up a little bit closer. There's that one. All right, let's put together another one. This one's so cute. This one has kitty cats. Let's see how much of them you can still see when I put these on. Should be able to see plenty. Oh, this one's like the kitty cats are peeking out. That's so cute. Let's see if you guys can't tell. See right there on this side, the little kitty cat's peeking. That's so cute. So yeah, when I get my 50 blocks back, I'm going to be sashing in between them and treat these as one block instead of pre-sashed and hooking, you know, all the blocks together. I think it would be cuter. So that's how I'm going to do mine. All right, so now I'm going to just start sewing a couple at a time. Real quick. Just looking, I see a lot of looks great, so I'm just kind of skipping through all that. Hi, Billy. It's okay. I'm still working, so you're really not completely late. There's really no being late on my channel, guys. It's just, you can't be late. It's impossible because I'm on for so long at a time. I should limit myself to 1 hour at a time, but I hate when I have to limit myself to something because I'm always going to go over it, if that makes any sense. I'm pretty, I don't know. I like hanging out with you guys. I like the company. I like the conversation. And I definitely like teaching what I'm doing, or at least giving the idea of, at least with what I'm doing here. Oops, it flipped the seam. Oh well, I'm just gonna press it anyway because it's already flipped. And that didn't go where I hoped. This one's gonna be cool. This one has an Eiffel Tower. I think that's what it's called. Eiffel Tower in it. Sorry. I don't think that's what it's called. I know that's what it's called. Sing glitter. My leg is not happy. If you guys haven't noticed the sound of my machine going up and down, I can't keep a steady stitch right now. Having issues. Let's do 3 in a row. Like having friends in the sewing room. Exactly. That's why I like having you guys here and being on. Even if I am just rambling about nothing, you know. I just know for some people, they don't like watching the after video, you know, afterwards. Let's see how this one has the Eiffel Tower in it. Some people don't want to watch the after ones when I'm just kind of lollygagging, you know, because they really don't know what I'm talking about unless you open the chat and see who I'm talking to or what I'm talking about. So. I'm not out of bobbin yet. Sounds like I'm running out of bobbin though. Okay. There's just another one of those bodies. Okay, so worked on the autoimmune disorders by now as they affect a large number of people. Yeah. I have arthritis along with all my other problems. But I only got arthritis because I had Lyme disease since I was a kid. So I developed arthritis from having Lyme disease, and it was juvenile arthritis, which turned into adult osteoarthritis. All right, so I'm going to press these. I'm just going to turn the camera this way so you guys can just see my backside, honestly. And I'll try to catch up on some comments while I do those last ones. Minutes ago, how long have you been on? I've been on for 1 hour and 30 minutes exactly right now. It just rolled over. Yeah, we all have something. That makes another thing about the quilting world. A lot of us quilters have something wrong with us, and since we do this for therapy, it's like it makes it even more easier to understand each other and the things we go through while we're making things, you know? All right, so here's this one all pressed. I'm just going to do it this way now. I think it makes it just a little bit easier. And I'll throw them up here. Causes blindness and why the steroids put me in a form of remission. This is probably the one I just showed, but with the tower, but it's pressed now. Yep, the boys are home. I can hear the grocery bags. And you can still tell that, so I went around and went around and went around. You can still tell that I built them exactly the same. I just used my little strippy pieces. And this one has a fairy in it. So it's kind of cool to see what some of these are. The things that are in some of these little prints. I didn't realize that till I started watching the live, just how many out there have disabilities. Yes, a lot of us do. And even when I go to my local guild stuff, a lot of them have disabilities and issues just as well. It's like something brought us to doing these things, you know, with the quilting and whatever other kind of projects you guys do. And it's all in our, you know, crafting is something keeps our mind off of our illnesses and our problems. Camera's facing that way.
It's okay.
So, you know,
Just wanted to let you know we're back.
I heard you.
Food stand.
Okay, last one. And then I'll talk for a minute and get off of here.
You don't have to get off.
Oh, I need to. I'm tired. I don't feel very well.
You can show them and do all your stuff. Just because we're back, we don't have anything special going on.
All right.
Tell everybody I said hi and bye.
He said hi and bye, and he's walking out. All right, guys. Let me turn it this way so I could sit, because that feels better to sit. Oops, I forgot the tablet. So I do have a few more blocks to make, obviously, but I think I'm going to stop because I'm not feeling so well. I've been getting really out of breath really easily. It's kind of making things a little bit difficult for me because you guys know me. On a normal basis, I'm like through everything. I zoom through all of my stuff. So they said hi to you, Scott. I'll say hi if he didn't hear that. It's a tough one. Teresa, do you take Lyrica? I used to take Lyrica. You guys want to know why I gained weight so many years ago? Lyrica. As soon as I got off the Lyrica, I was up to 180. I got off the Lyrica. I dropped down to 125. And like literally not even 3 full months. The doctor was like, it was the weirdest thing. He started freaking out. He's like, you lost so much weight. There's got to be something wrong. Started testing me. And I was like, well, I read the one of the things on it is weight gain. Could that be the reason why I've lost so much weight? And he said, well, I didn't actually think about that. Put 2 and 2 together. There was nothing wrong with me, you know, physically in my body. I just lost all the weight from Lyrica. So I got off of it and felt much better. So I don't take that no more. Let's see. Yeah, I am tired. It's okay, Sandy. No, I gotta work in the morning. Hey, Teresa. All right, guys. So I do appreciate you hanging out, but I told you in the beginning, I really don't feel good. I'm surprised I lasted as long as I did, an hour and 35 minutes. So I'm just not feeling myself, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go lay down and enjoy the rest of my night and do movie time with Scott, since you guys know that's what I do on Sundays after I sew. So I hope all of you had a great time hanging out and are all getting some sewing done on this wonderful Sunday. And I will see you guys all next Sunday or sometime throughout the week, because I do have a video to make about a machine. So for those of you who have the Brother 9285 SQ9285, you need to know how to use it and use things on it, I will be making a video on that as soon as I get a chance to sit down and do it. So other than that, I'm glad you guys joined me, and don't forget, if you're new to my channel, subscribe. It's down there below this video, and like my videos, which I showed you how to do. And oh, one more time before I leave, I'll show you the purse. The miniature duffel bag purse I made. So this is what I'll show you before I go. Isn't this just adorable? I did so good. Such like fabric. This is one more time before I go. It's got a cute little inside, and it's got pockets. You'll have to watch the whole video to see. Bye, guys.